Hey everyone, welcome to Esports Go. I'm Matt Brown. Let's get right to our big match of the day. It's the Houston Outlaws against the Philadelphia Fusion. Neither team has lost a regular season matchup since early February. The Fusion are down one map going into map 4 on Route 66. They need the win here to bring it to a tiebreaker map. The Outlaws are attacking first, but the Fusion are getting all the kills. Shadowburn EMPs the back line, setting up a team wipe against the Outlaws. He does this not once, not twice, but 3 times. Raucus takes the brunt of this as well, and the Outlaws don't even make it to the first checkpoint. On defense, Raucus tries to land his own amazing EMPs, but fails. The Fusion all survive and easily run away from the Outlaws to return back to pushing after its effects wear off. It's a battle at the payload at the last turn, and Fraggy leads the charge in, and the Fusion follow. They take out the rest of the Outlaws to secure the map 4 win, and we are heading to Ilios, the tiebreaker map. If the Fusion win map 5, this will be the second reverse sweep of the franchise's history. Of course, short-lived for now. Round 1, the Fusion take the point first. Carpe holds the door closed to the point with an excellent pulse, bomb, and tracer play. The Fusion hold it to 99% before the Outlaws are able to claim it for themselves. They keep it all the way 95% before they are pushed off the point by Fraggy's Winston, and the Fusion have round 1. In round 2, the Outlaws have the point first. The team is wiped out, but the Fusion dive and giving them the point. The Outlaws manage to answer back at 99%, and Shadowburn is the last man standing, but the support players enact their revenge on the Genji. The Fusion have time for one last assault. Linkser takes out the Fusion's front line, leaving the Fusion no way to make it back onto the point, and the Outlaws take round 2. Look out, it's a final round. The Outlaws have the point first. Shadowburn dive bombs the Outlaws backline to claim it for the city of brotherly love. History repeats itself constantly and is very apparent in Overwatch. Shadowburn does it again, taking out the backline of the Outlaws. We're setting up for a 99-99 finish, folks. The Outlaws never recover. They are picked off before they can make it back on the point, and the Fusion have reverse swept the Outlaws and claimed victory. The final score, 3-2 Fusion. Ooh, what a performance by both teams in this one. The Fusion, though, pull off the reverse sweep and really put the league on notice here. If you've been following along with us lately, you've been hearing a lot of EQO this and EQO that. Well, no EQO in this one, all Shadowburn, and boy, did that work out. Really cool to see Philly's depth in the last couple of weeks. They should be a real contender moving forward. All right, next, it's the New York Excelsior and the Boston Uprising. The XL trying to bounce back after their loss to the London Spitfire last week, and the Uprising looking for an upset to be their first win of Stage 2. The XL are up one map going into Nepal, and the Uprising are looking for a win here to bring the match to a tie going into halftime. The XL strike first and take round 1. Uprising needs a win in round 2 to keep the map going. The XL get the point first, but the Boston dive immediately catches them from behind. After a hard-fought battle, the Uprising take the point. The Uprising hold it all the way to overtime. Note flanks the XL from behind and slowly whittles them all down. Without their Winston, the Uprising are able to take the point. We are all tied up. Round 3, the XL's attack is explosive. The far from above peppers the Uprising and pushes them off the point. The Uprising don't have an answer to Meko's clutch Roadhog hooks. The Uprising never get a great assault going due to being picked off. It's coming down to the wire. Seibayobi turns on his attack visor, and the Uprising immediately jump on him. Arc on Mercy keeps him alive though as he proceeds to shut down the Uprising's dive completely. Libero caps it off with a rocket barrage on the remaining members to keep the point in their control. One last chance. Meko shuts down any hopes with a whole hog that pushes the Uprising into the ceiling, and they are picked off and taken out for the XL victory. They will go on to win the next 2 maps, securing the 4-0 sweep of the Uprising. Boy, a solid turnout for the XL to handle business in this one. Seibayobi and Libero were just a scary DPS tandem to watch. I know we cover a lot of good DPS duos, but these two just don't get enough recognition. They are right up there too. Moving on to London versus Florida. Here we go. The Mayhem trying to show steady improvement. The Spitfire trying to get back to their dominant ways. We're on map 4 where the Mayhem are down one map. They need a win here to bring it to the coveted tiebreaker round. Their attack is strong and it comes down to the very last few seconds. A couple of mistimed and poor ultimates plague the Mayhem on this last turn though, and they are stopped just short of the end. The Mayhem are looking for a near perfect defense. Vic starts it off with an EMP that sends the Spitfire packing. The offensive duo of Hoorig and Prophet is too much for the Mayhem to handle though, and they keep the cart moving. In the last fight, Vic has a tactical visor ready, but he is taken out before he can use it. The Spitfire have all the room in the world. Prophet moves down the line of Mayhem players, taking them out one by one. This push is enough for the Spitfire to take the win. They secure a 3-1 victory over the Mayhem. Well, Florida had a very impressive map 1, stunning London with that small victory, but the Spitfire put it together for a win that helps propel them into that big Saturday matchup with the Philadelphia Fusion. All right, let's move on to everyone's favorite segment, Heroes and Zeros. My hero for yesterday has to be Shadowburn of the Philadelphia Fusion. Stage 2 has been incredibly great for the Fusion. Part of that has been due to an amazing core offensive team. Last week, it was the EQO show. This week, it was all about Shadowburn. Teams are going to have a hard time preparing against their offensive threat if they are going to be that interchangeable. Now, my zero has to be the Boston Uprising. They have fallen far from grace between Stage 1 and Stage 2. Midnight has struck, and this is no longer a Cinderella story. I trust the coaching staff in Boston, though, and they'll be back at the ball in no time. Okay, let's take a quick break. Stay with us right here. It's Esports Go. Welcome back to Esports Go. Now, one of the most recognizable sports teams in the world has just associated itself with esports. FC Barcelona announced that they have formed a partnership with Konami. Now, specifics haven't been released, but it is reported that this deal is in conjunction with Konami's eFootball.Pro League, a league that is centered around the video game Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, shortly after this announcement, La Liga stated that it will develop an esports league of its own. Of course, La Liga is the league that FC Barcelona plays soccer under. So what esports league will the world-renowned soccer team be playing for? I have no clue. Yet, you would think that if schedules work out, the team could play for both the La Liga Esports League and the eFootball.Pro League. I'm sure details will be released, specifically clearing things up. We'll keep you up to date as it develops as well. All right, stay right here. We're going to take another quick break. You're watching The Go. Welcome back. This is The Go, and let's take a look at today's Overwatch League matches. The day starts with the Uprising taking on the Mayhem, but boy, I didn't think I would say this a week ago, but the Florida Mayhem could be the favorite in this one. They've steadily improved their team play and could get that encouraging first win of Stage 2. Boston, on the other hand, has not won a map in this stage. Yeah, they're on a 14-map losing streak dating back to Stage 1. But this is still an Uprising team that can pull off great performances, and we'll see what happens in this one. Next up, the LA Gladiators and the Seoul Dynasty. Both teams have had a good start to the second stage. LA going 2-1, Seoul going 3-0. I think we're gonna have an entertaining tank battle as both teams feature some of the best tank players in the business. Rounding out the night will be the Dallas Fuel and the LA Valiant. They both come in at 2-1 for the current stage, and I'll be interested to see who comes out on top. This is one of those matches we can use as a measuring stick for the rest of the league. All right, go enjoy those matches today. And while you're at it, don't forget to browse our website, challengemedia.tv, for all your gaming news. Of course, check us out and follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. We'll be here all week with your news and highlights. Thanks for watching Esports Go. We'll see you next time.